Hi, my name is Scott Robbins, W4PA. I'm the Amateur Radio Product Manager for Ten-Tec Incorporated, and we are here again tonight with another episode of Ten-Tec TV. Tonight we are going to look at the custom and off-the-shelf enclosure manufacturing aspect of Ten-Tec. While we are a radio manufacturing company, we have a number of other things going on here. One of the things we do is custom enclosure cabinetry for the electronics industry, and we do off-the-shelf enclosure manufacturing that we sell through our website, we sell through hobby shops, etc. With me is Jim Wharton, NO4A. Jim is the plant manager for Ten-Tec and used to run the enclosure division. And he will display for us some of the things that we build and tell about what some of our capabilities are for enclosure manufacturing. Over here on this table to my right, we've got a number of examples of the custom work that we do. All kinds of cases, chassis, some of which are painted, some are aluminum, anodized, also our high power antenna tuner to give an example of what a finished cabinet that's used for Ten-Tec products looks like as well. Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about some of these, Jim? This right here obviously is a off-the-shelf item that we manufacture.
Right, this is our, sorry for the noise, this is our standard T chassis that is, we call it clamshell, that is very popular with the hobbyist. Actually, many of our products are in similar designs. This is very simple to use.
Held together with screws on the sides.
Correct. And a customer, a guy, will maybe want to prototype something. He'll drill these holes and mount his circuit board inside.
Right. You can show a shot over here to the left of these on the table. These are some more examples of the off-the-shelf items that we manufacture. These are various different shapes, sizes, and colors. Take that inside off for just a second so we can show these up here. Okay, like for example, these are unpainted aluminum that we have here. Some of these are charcoal gray. These are a clamshell that is gray with a black top and sides. We sell these in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. They're available through our website for purchase. Fairly inexpensive. A small item like this, which is an unpainted, unfinished aluminum enclosure, sells for $4.95. Up to something like this, which is a clamshell with a gray front, bottom, and back, and black top and sides, sells for about $12. Okay, we'll look over here to the right at some more of the custom stuff. This piece right here that Jim is now holding is anodized.
Yeah, this is an anodized part. This is one of the chassis for a receiver, the RX400 that we have. And you can see inside that there's, I don't know whether you can see them in the camera or not, but there's a lot of PIM hardware, what we call fasteners, that are placed into the metal. So there are threads into this soft aluminum. We also, the process that we use to make these is that we receive the material in as a flat aluminum sheet. We then punch the holes in it with a CNC punch press. This particular part then is anodized. It could be painted, and then we can go into a silkscreen operation where we actually apply the silk screens here. Internally here at Ten-Tec, we create the artwork, and so we do the whole process.
The whole process. We start with raw sheet aluminum and sheet steel stock, and the end product ends up looking a variety of different ways, depending on what it is. Okay, and what's this piece?
This is an internal chassis for one of our radios, and this again shows some of the I don't know whether we can get this in the right angle or not, but some of the standoffs and different fastening schemes that we use in the metal. This would be an internal part for one of the radios.
Okay. Let's see. These are something like this. Of course, would be pretty familiar.
Right.
Yeah. These are our products. This is the rear panel for the Jupiter HF transceiver, and you can see it is from raw sheet aluminum stock. We have a couple of inserts here on the back for bolting other pieces of the chassis too. Of course, you can see some of the areas where the paint has been purposefully masked off. That's because we want to assure good ground connections among some of the screws that hold the final amplifier on. This hole right here is for the SO239 connector that is used for antenna output, etc.
This is one of the chassis for one of the QRP transceivers. Many of our chassis bare enclosures are purchased by the QRP community, and the guys are building their own projects and rigs and so on. And this is just an example of one of the chassis for the QRP rigs.
Yep. Now some of these things, this is another piece of custom work, and I guess what we should talk about is what our capabilities are. I'll let Jim hold and describe what this is, and then I'll talk about the, describe that, and then I'll tell how you can have these things if you have a project that you're building.
Well, this is similar to what we call our T chassis, or a clamshell design, and this has some custom punches for D-type fasteners, connectors, and that type of thing, and then various different size holes here that this particular customer needed for mounting some pots and connectors and that type of thing. This particular design also has some angle brackets here that allow him to put a cover on this, but he wanted 2 fasteners and he wanted to use these angle brackets.
Now, we can do custom work like this. One of the things that we specialize in doing with jobs like this is we specialize in doing small quantity jobs. We'll do as little as 50 pieces at a time.
Right.
In production quantity. Essentially, you get charged one time for artwork, etc. As long as you don't make any changes from there on out, you can you don't get charged for artwork again. We can just reuse your same artwork, run the next batch of pieces for you. What would you estimate a piece like this costs in small production quantity?
Oh goodness, just a few dollars. Really, what's surprising is that sometimes when you buy 50 of something and it's custom, maybe without a silk screen, the prices are not much different than the standard enclosures that we sell.
So lots of times
a few dollars.
Yeah, instead of buying an off-the-shelf and drilling your own holes, you can actually get a more professional looking end product like this for approximately the same price as you could just buying the bare boxes.
Correct. But you need to buy in some quantity more than one.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's 50 to 100, those kinds of quantities. We service a lot of entrepreneurs that are building their own products and so on, as well as OEM customers. There's somewhere at least 60 to 100 that we service in a year.
Yeah. A lot of those guys, too, are people that are involved in ham radio as well. We have a number of customers of ours we see every year at Dayton.
Correct.
That we are fabricating sheet metal for, that are building audio gear, little antenna tuners, anything you can really think of.
Correct. We also do different things. Wasn't going to show this, but we do have different colors of paints. This particular paint is a powder coat. We have 2 painting processes here, but this is very popular in the powder coat process. It's environmentally friendly, very good application, very rugged paint.
Same paint process used for painting cars.
Correct. Correct.
And these big ones over here are the Constructo series. Now these are an off-the-shelf item, but they are kind of more different from your typical off-the-shelf enclosure.
Correct.
Because it's not just a clamshell.
Yes, these enclosures are very popular for folks that are maybe want to build something a little bigger, a little sturdier. It's made up of individual pieces. There's a front panel, a rear panel,
2 internal sides,
2 internal sides,
top and bottom,
top and bottom, and then there's also an internal chassis pan that goes inside that can mount in here if you had if you wanted to build a maybe a classic tube transmitter or something. You could suspend that inside and have your components above as well as below a chassis pan.
Okay, well, this has been a very instructive demonstration. Thanks very much for viewing tonight on Ten-Tec TV. Our enclosure line can be seen on the internet at enclosures.tentec.com. All the standard enclosures are available there for viewing and for sale. For custom work, you can contact the sales department at sales@tentec.com or via our 800 number at 800-833-7373. We'd be glad to hear from you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Scott Robbins, W4PA 73.